Thank you for tuning in. Hi, I'm Beth Keener from HXGN TV. Using a manual production tracking system or a quality inspection checklist in a manufacturing facility is inefficient. We know this, but how do we solve it? Well, today we have Mark Labrie here with us, Facilities Engineering Manager from Mueller, and he will be discussing using mobility to optimize business workflows. Mark, we appreciate you taking some time with us today.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, so why don't you start by telling us a little bit about Mueller?
So Mueller Water Products is the largest distributor of water products in the country. We make anything from valves to hydrants, and even a lot of the same things Hexagon is kind of leveraging into with the smart technology on the water flow systems for municipalities.
So what are your typical challenges with your organization?
Well, I would say some of the major problems that we're facing on a daily basis is the aging industry is finding more and more issue with keeping up with the times in terms of data integration, being able to keep their workflow active, keeping their workflow efficient. And with that being said, as your workflow ages, you're also having an issue with training more and more people in these industries. And having a systematic approach to designing your processes and keeping the quality of your process intact is becoming the key to sustainability for Mueller. And I would say that in itself is the major hurdle for growth and for prosperity.
And you've chosen Xalt, and you're using Xalt. So can you tell me about that, why you chose to use Xalt?
Well, so I used to work for another company that also used Xalt. I brought Xalt into them at the point when Xalt was in launch phase in the catapult years. I leveraged the platform to do anything from maintenance into quality into production control for the very same reasons at the other company. It was a forging industry, so much of the same issues. Having done that background, when I went to Mueller, quickly realized that they had similar issues.
Right.
And they were wanting to implement 5S programs, lean programs, tighten up on quality. They did not have production control in the sense that I believe production control. So I pretty quickly raised my hand and
hello,
said, here's
Xalt.
a platform.
I know we can do it.
That's
so
right.
How do you use Xalt day to day?
So I've been with Mueller for a short time, so we haven't developed to the full extent that I plan on developing. But right now, we're soon to launch the maintenance system. I should have started what's actually live. We have 5S, start observations, a SEAL program, which is safety, excellence, and leadership, all available to the platform to be able to leverage the form designer and all of those things on Xalt. On top of that, I'm using Xalt Mobility and integrating with Factory Talk to basically connect to the machines and to basically mobilize the value stream. So I would say we're probably 20% of value stream through, and we're already seeing productivity improvements, quality improvements, and more importantly, adherence to the process.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So you've said it's relatively new, but it sounds like it's helped. Yeah,
and it's funny because the way Xalt works is you implement it in one portion. For example, we call it the white sides, where our foam presses are for a foundry. Since we make valves, we cast. We implement it there, and light is the greatest sanitizer. So you immediately see, people are following the process better. You immediately start seeing quality improvements. And these intangibles, they automatically start generating profit. The thing is, because we connected the machines soon thereafter, now we have these cycle counters, we have all this information just flowing in. So the logical steps were, we didn't know where we were going to go, but we immediately said, okay, the tooling, we need to do a PM system for that. We have no control. So we made a pattern PM system. We made, we have opposite pair basic care. We built that into it. And very quickly, because of the ease of using the mobility platform in Xalt, we're able to completely launch an encompassing platform for that particular area. And that facilitates, the ROI and the plan for the next part. Because once you've done all these wins, you're generating cash flow. So it's pretty easy at that point to say, okay, we're generating this much. I'm going to leverage some of it into more, right? And so, that's kind of where it's going. And luckily, I'm have another member in my team here at Mueller, and we're looking to grow and potentially even, see what we can do about other sites. And
Yeah, it sounds like you've also answered this question, but in future, where do you see Xalt going within your company?
it's kind of one of those things. I truly believe you don't know what you don't know.
Yes.
And I lend myself to the principles of continuous improvement. Obviously, I want to mobilize the entire production control flow.
Right.
And that by itself pretty much does away with the need for production scheduling in the historical sense, and moves you into the new forms of scheduling, such as pull systems or wheels. But then we can make the business decisions about being more clever with our data. But just like the pattern PM system, your users and your people and your continuous improvement process, they generate the use case. And that's why out of the box systems have a tendency to fall short, is because you're solving this problem, but not the 14 other attached problems. Whereas with Xalt and Mobility and the other platforms that they're coming out with, you're able to answer all of the questions, and you don't have to do them in one big development launch like they used to do in the past. You're doing them, all right, tomorrow we're launching this, and then 2 weeks from now we're launching that. And somebody just the other day asked me, hey, we put a new machine in, you're not there yet, but we need to track this ROI. 30 minutes, an easy workflow, apps launched, and we're able to just generate.
Fascinating. You're like, done, did it. What else do you need?
Yeah, you move on to the next thing, just keep moving.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, thank you so much for being with us today. Very informative. And if you would like more information on this topic, visit hexagonxalt.com. Or you can watch or listen to additional episodes and learn more. If you'd like to do that, visit hxgnspotlight.com. Thank you for tuning in.